Hello everyone, Darren here from the Next Issue Podcast. Today's video is a review of episode 1 of season 2 of Superman and Lois. This show airs on the CW. It is called What Lies Beneath, and it premiered this week. We covered a little bit of Superman and Lois last season, but I think this time around I definitely want to at least touch on the return. This was one of my favorite things from 2021. And I think it's one of the strongest DC shows that we have going on right now. Although there's really a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff came back this week. We have a lot of stuff from the CW. We have the debut of Naomi, which is also great. You should check it out especially if you're at the comics. We also have Legends and Batwoman coming back. But Superman and Lois, special place in my heart. Also, if you want to see us talk about Peacemaker, we did that on our live episode, which you can check out on the list of videos. But let's get into it. So Superman and Lois: What Lies Beneath stars Tyler Hoechlin as Clark and slash Superman, Elizabeth Tulloch as Lois Lane, and it follows the Clark and his family as they have moved back to Smallville after the events of last season. And spoilers for season 1. I won't go too much into spoilers for this episode, but I'll definitely at least go into spoilers for season 1. We know that the Earth that John Henry Irons came from has been pretty much destroyed, but his daughter came to the new world, or this world where we are now. We did find out last season that Lois was married to John, and that's Nat's mother, who is now a character that lives in our world as well. So 3 months after the arrival of Nat, things start to settle down a little bit. Sarah returns from camp. Sarah is Jordan's girlfriend, but they're having a little bit of issues in this episode. Clark and Lois also fight because Lana is she feels, Clark and Lois fight because Lois feels a little guilty about being this, like, in another Earth, she was this girl's mother, but what can she do on this one? And then also we follow Lana as she kind of becomes the helping with the campaign for the next mayor of Smallville. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Also, Superman has some issues with the government now that Sam has retired. Sam Lane, who is Lois Lane dad, of course he knows the secret. So now that he's retired, the relationship between the U.S. government and Superman is a little bit more strained. So let's start there, actually. So we see a quick thing. I think we saw this in the preview. Superman is going to save a submarine. This submarine happens to be from a country that it's not allied with the U.S. In this world. So the government tells Superman, look, you need to put the interest of the country first. To which Superman replies that he is for the world. He's not just for the United States. Obviously, the government doesn't like that, and they kind of break off the relationship. But with that's going to get interesting. I always think it's pretty interesting when we have some geopolitical issues explored with Superman, because, like he said, he is here to save the people of Earth. He's not here just to take care of the United States. So that's very interesting. Also, I really like the whole family aspect of the show. Normally, teenagers in the CW shows, um, they could be a little annoying, or at least maybe just definitely like their shenanigans are not targeted towards me as an audience. I feel, which is fine. It's a CW show, and I know what I'm getting into when I get into it. But this one, like, yeah, I like both Jordan and John. Like they are both really, really, like, they're really well made characters. They have really interesting conflicts that are pretty relatable, and the relationship with Clark and Lois also plays out really well. They put them in some kind of like they put them in like these situations where like it's feels relatable, but it's also interesting to see how Superman and his family would handle that. Um, so yeah, we have a lot of stuff happen here, but those are the big things. Like I said, this episode was a great way to come back. If you're not watching this, I really recommend it. You can watch the first season now on HBO Max. You can watch this current episode on the CW app. Um, and yeah, we'll be talking a little bit more about Superman and Lois in the foreseeable future. But let me know what you thought of this episode. Like I mentioned, I didn't have enough time to make a video for Naomi, but you should also check that out. That show, it's based on a comic by Brian Michael Bendis and Jamal Campbell, and I think they really captured the essence of the comic. So I'm definitely looking forward to see how season 1 plays out. But let me know what you thought of this episode in the comments. Let me know what you thought of that little thing at the end. There's always a little after credit thing with these shows, and then there's also some, like, let me know what you think about the conflict and how the government is, let's say, reacting to Superman's decision to not put America first, because they really got into some interesting stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV reviews, movie reviews, all that good stuff. We just put out a video for the tragedy of Macbeth. So if you're into movies, into Shakespeare, go check that out. It'll be on the channel. Check out our Patreon. Descriptions in the link below. And thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.